Most of our churches won't meet on Holy Saturday. It's a day of rest, right? The Old Testament Sabbath day of Saturday. And it's often talked about as being the day of Christ's perfect rest, his Sabbath, as he rests in the tomb. But our Old Testament reading is from Daniel chapter 6. It's a familiar Sunday school account, Daniel in the lion's den, and it actually pairs quite well. That's a great parallel to the tomb of Jesus as Daniel is thrown into the tomb. He's thrown into the lion's den. Assumedly, he'll be devoured by the lions. It means death for him. Just as Christ, having been crucified on Good Friday, is laid to rest in the tomb, death seemingly having overcome him. But as we know, death did not have the victory, that by the morning, when the followers of Jesus return to the tomb, they get to hear from the angels, he is not here, he is risen, his body is nowhere to be found. In a similar way, when the king comes to the tomb, the den of the lions, to find Daniel in the morning, he does not find him dead, he finds him alive. Not risen from the dead, no resurrection yet, as this is again just a foreshadowing. It's fulfilled more greatly in Christ. One of the details in the text I would like to point out that maybe people don't notice as often, Daniel's enemies knew how to trap him. They knew how firm his faith was and knew they could use it against him. So let me unpack the text real quick, quick recount here. So Daniel has risen in the Babylonian court over the span of several kings, and now as Persia has overthrown Babylon, Daniel has even taken a prominent spot in the Persian king's court. The Persian king here, named Darius, we know him in history also as Cyrus. Cyrus loves Daniel and has elevated him to the top, and the other officials are not so pleased that a Hebrew, one of Yahweh's people, is sitting in such a high position. So they come up with a plan to trap him, to get rid of him. They convince the king of an awful plan. Why the king agrees to this is beyond me. That no one can pray to his God, no one can petition anyone except the king for the next 30 days. Having made the decree official, the punishment attached if you break this decree is being cast into the den of lions, to be destroyed, to be eaten. And again, Daniel's enemies know his faith, his trust in Yahweh, his king. They know his faith so well that they know this trap will work. They know he won't give up worshiping God, and they're right. And not only that, they know his habits, they know his daily routines, they know his practices. This isn't that he's been running around bragging about it, but so consistent is he in his faith. They know where to find him. They know where he goes to pray, and they find him. And they rat him out to the king. The king, in great sorrow, takes him to the den, doesn't want to cast him in, grieves the whole night. First thing in the morning, rushes back out to the den to find Daniel alive and rejoices, praises God for this. It's a good parallel for us to consider as well, to pray that the Lord would so embolden and strengthen our faith that even our enemies would know that we love God above all else, as he has first loved us.